Thokozani bogogo nomkhulu salukazi sendoda lesogogo bathini mbathe umavula kuvala emzini wamadoda u-Auntie Usha with my microphone yellow and blue. Today we are talking about wealth and toxic people. Wealth and toxic people. I want to challenge you today, or rather challenge your observations in life. Have you realized that people who are wealthy, people who are moneyed, most of them, they are not toxic. Most people who are wealthy, real wealthy, I'm not talking about a person who got a tender for 2 million. That person is not wealthy. He's just handling the transaction of 20 million or 2 million. I'm talking about people who are wealthy, meaning they have an access of 2 million at any given time. They do have that access of that money. They have it. It's not a matter that they have an invoice of 15 million. They have that 15 million in their bank accounts. That is wealthy. That's a definition of wealthy to me. People who have assets, people who have properties, cars that are paid off, people who are buying things cash, who are affording, people who are moneyed, people who are doing very well, or people who are rich, but people who can afford. They are not toxic. They are not. Lalela, it's hard to find a person who has money being busy around bringing other people down. It's very hard. It's very hard to find such. People who are wealthy, people who have their money, people who are focused, they do exactly that. Focus. They don't go around trying to be pleased or whatever. They are focused because their duties in their lives is to make sure that they maintain their living standards. So there's a difference between looking for and maintaining. And those who are looking for wealth, it's a problem. Most of them, it's a problem. 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 Very few people understands ukuthi when you are looking for wealth, keep quiet. Very few people. So, in my line of work, I deal with different characters. And through my experience, I can see a problem from far. But this thing of not entertaining or listening to your inner voice, it affects all of us. Myself included. It affects a lot of us. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Why, Gogo, does men and women who are wealthy always lie about where they got their wealth? Or always lie about their secret for wealth? It's because most of the time, people that ask them straight are toxic people. Because as they ask them straight, they are going to tell other people straight, ukuthi, if as you are seeing Usbani Bani being wealthy, he got his wealth from Usbani Bani or from this. Let me repeat that. The reason wealthy people do not want to tell where they got their wealth, why they keep it a secret, when they are asked, it's because they are being asked by a toxic individual who will go around saying, as you are seeing Usibani Bani being wealthy, it's because Usibani Bani got their ini, whatever they got from Usibani Bani, or they did this for them to be wealthy. That is a problem. That is a problem that we are faced with. So, it is up to us, ukuthi, how are we observing people in our lives? How are we checking people in our lives? Who do you keep into your life? Who do you share things with? I don't want to be too long with this video, but I want to tell you something, that maybe you are toxic and you can change. Maybe you can change. But it is up to you. I'm not here to tell people what to do with their lives. Who I am to tell people what to do with their lives. However, I'm saying this to you. Or rather, let me advise you of something you might not know. Nami, I've just discovered that through analyzing my clientele. Wealth avoids toxic people. You see, you're going around, you are not getting what you want. You are up and down. Where now you have a diary of all the healers. You are up and down, going to that one. You've heard about somebody in Mozambique. You run to Mozambique. You've heard about Banban. You run there and everything. You might be toxic. You might be suffering that disease, that you are toxic, because being toxic, it's a disease. You might be suffering from that. That is why wealth do not stay on people who are toxic, because sometimes you are not toxic, you are starting to be toxic because you are smelling money, then you become broke. It's because why? You are toxic. Wealth and toxic people do not go hand in hand. Look at people who have money. I'm challenging you now to say, look around and look for people who have money around you, around your cycle, or just outside the window. Look at people who have money and tell me, how are they conducting themselves? How are they conducting themselves? How many people do you know who are wealthy, but they can tell anyone? Who have you seen on a social media who will say, I went to Usibani Bani and I got whatever, that is why I'm rich? Just name me one person whoever had said that. Just name me one person, whoever that went to social media and said, I'm Kokobati Mbata, I'm so wealthy today, I have all the money in the world, I can afford A, B, C, D, E, I've just bought a Mercedes-Benz that is well personalized, that Mercedes-Benz, or I just bought a BMW, my BMW, that B stands for Batini, and it's only me that have, and I say thank you to my healer, Usibani Bani. Why do everybody who's wealthy, they say, I would like to thank my God, my Almighty. I wouldn't be here today if ever God was not there for me. They don't even thank their ancestors, because they know if they can touch the subject of ancestors, family members, toxic family members, will run to Emsamo to use the same ancestors, to use the same candles. How many people do we know? It's just a question. How many people who have been on the social media since the days of social media and said, thank you to my healer, Usibani Bani. Thank you. I do have emails, I do have WhatsApps of people who are saying thank you to me, but they do it in private. They do it in private because they are not toxic. So ask yourself, am I toxic? Am I talking too much? Maybe we should get into, Gogo, how can I see if I'm toxic? Maybe let's have a twist on this video. I didn't plan this, but now I'm thinking about it. Let's have a twist on this. Uguti, Gogo, what if I am not aware, Uguti, I'm toxic? How, Gogo, can I identify if I am toxic or not? How can I see, Gogo? Which boxes must I look and tick if yes or no? Right. 1. Are you a person that talks too much even if it's not necessary? Are you that kind of a person who doesn't have a filter, who doesn't know what to talk about and not to talk about? Are you that kind of a person who can't close this part of your body? Where now, for the fact that this part of your body is always open, and this part of your body is always responsive, and this part of your body is always open, and this part of your body is always functioning, but you switch off this part of the body and you make sure that this part of the body go hand in hand with other parts of the body at the same time. Are you that kind of a person? I'm just asking. That is number 1. That is number 1. Remember, I didn't plan this part of the video. So I'm not going to beg to say, remember, I said number 1, number 2, number 3 and everything. I'm just going forward. Right? Number 2. Are you a kind of a person who don't know how to keep other people's news? Not secrets, news in general. Because somebody told you that they are not going to work today. Are you that kind of a person that will tell Spaniban, you can call him, he's not at work today? Just like that. No, you can call him, he's not at work today. You see how light is that example? But let's go further. Are you the kind of a person that you will tell somebody, Ubatin didn't go to work because he's fired? And you go and tell another person to say, no, not that he didn't go to work because of Papalas. No, he was fired. Are you that kind of a person? Are you the kind of the person that when you are asked about a relationship with it, hey, I don't understand umngani how's the makato? Are you that kind of a person who will say, yeah, let me tell you, hey, I'm telling you, the man left here. You, my friend, you are so accurate. You can see. Oh, my friend, you need those. Oh, my friend, are you that kind of a person? Are you that kind of a person? Are you the kind of a person who will rather go and tell somebody else that you don't like what Batini did to you instead of you telling that person direct? Instead of you going to Batini direct and say to Batini, hey, I don't like what you're doing or what you did. Are you the kind of the person that instead of doing that, you will rather go and tell somebody else? For example, another example for number 3. Are you the kind of a person that because Ubatin is owing you 5 rand and Ubatin is not saying anything about that, and then instead of asking Ubatin, because it's Ubatin that owes you this 5 rand, but you rather go to Spusiso and say, Spusiso, hey, Ubatin kwaboleka imali kuwe. And then Spusiso say, no, atiye unenhlanga. It's been 5 months owing me 5 rand. Are you that kind of a person? Are you the kind of a person who can be a witness just to make sure that you bring somebody down, even if what they've done to you is not that, but when just because of, that's number 4, but when just because of you just want to prove a point. 5, are you the person who always want to be seen? You just want to appear everywhere you want to be seen, you were there. Are you the person that will go out of their way to show off, to pretend ukuthi you've got it all sorted out? You'll rather go and buy a very expensive golf shirt like mine. This one is expensive, guys. I bought it from Woolworths. Not anyone can get in there. It's very expensive. So please respect. Are you that kind of a person? You always want to be seen. Are you the kind of a person that you can buy this cup because of it's very expensive, but because the fact that it's expensive cannot be seen if ever it doesn't have some emblem here? So this cup is very expensive, and these candles are very expensive, or this cup is very expensive but you don't like it, but you can still buy it if this cup have an emblem of these candles, because these candles are known to be there are people who never buy a Louis Vuitton if ever there's no emblem of Louis Vuitton on it. They'll never buy it. There are people, I've been to a polo shop in Dubai. There was this one shirt. It's a polo, but there's nothing written there except on the label at the back. That shop is at the Mall of Dubai. Then I've asked this lady who's selling there to say, please tell me, this, you say everything here is polo. And she said, yes. I said, how are the sales of this shirt? And she laughed at me and she said, why are you asking that? And I said, no, I know the answer, but I just want to confirm my answer with you. And she said to me, it's because there's nowhere it's written polo. So it's only the owner that you know it's written polo. And it's amongst the expensive shirts of polo in the shop. However, they buy other and more expensive polo shirts on that store. Why? Because of it has that unique polo emblem on them. Are you that kind of a person that you'll get into that shop and say, I'm not going to buy this one, but I want to buy this one? Are you the kind of a person that when you are angry, you can't use your brains? Rather, you focus your heart and cause the drama. Are you the kind of a person that when you are in fight with your partner, you rather stand at the door, open the door, or wake up the children and scream at your partner so that your children can understand, or so that your children can be on your side thinking, yo, ubaba is being abused or umama is being abused in this relationship? Are you that kind of a person? Guess what? The examples are totally endless. Endless. I can do a 3-hour video giving you examples. But the few that I gave you, add on them. And ask yourself, what kind of a person are you? And trust me, wealth will never come to your way. Or wealth might lose a network and come to you and run away. Because you are not conducive for wealth. Because if you are that kind of, you've got those characteristics, it means you are not conducive. You cannot keep wealth with you. You will never keep wealth with you. So you are in trouble. However, it's a disease that is manageable. If you know ukuthi you are a toxic individual, please visit these candles. I'm giving you a cure now. Don't come to me. I don't cure toxic people. Just visit these candles. And I know of people who have used these candles, who have called me, who have came to me in Soweto, who have came to me in Bangeni and said, Gogo, wow, I can see the candles are working and everything. But the same people, now they're talking rubbish about me in the social media. Imagine if I were to do a video because I do have pictures of everyone that I deal with. Imagine being in the social media. Imagine being on social media and I make videos and I show people's faces to say, now Usman. You see this person came to me, was struggling. Now they are rich and they don't even want to look at my way. Imagine if I were to do that. What kind of a healer will be I to the society? Imagine if I were to name a person to say, "Aye, Ubatini Mbata, he's where he is because of me. Ubatini Mbata is this rich because of me. I've made Ubatini Mbata to be where he is." Imagine if I were to do that. It will mean I'm a toxic traditional healer. To me, I will be a toxic traditional healer. Others, they can name and shame, they can justify it. I'm not going to judge them. Who I am to judge them? But to me, that means Bati Nimbata. It's a toxic healer. So I'm saying to you, if you ask yourself, Uguti, why wealth is not coming to me? It might happen that it is not you who is toxic, but the person next to you, they are toxic. And your ancestors are protecting you from this person that is next to you. That might be your love partner, that might be your friend, that can be your business partner, that can be your colleague. Sometimes, or most of the time, wealth does not come to you because of the next person in your life. I have seen people, I have told people, I have advised people to say, here's the problem here. When you are not going to be wealthy, you have wealth. As any other healer can tell you, you do have umnot, but the problem is this person. One of the mistakes I used to do when I was sometimes working under influence of alcohol, I will be very careless and tell you in front of that person to say, no, my sister, you are doing absolutely well. My sister, listen to me, you are doing absolutely well in what you are doing. Your staff is working for you. The problem is this man of yours. Because you are making money, he's taking money to Abu Chizabel. I used to do that. It is not the right thing to do, but I once did that. I'm not proud of myself to doing that. I'm just giving an example. Uguti, which means I was becoming toxic. I was becoming toxic. Because by doing that, it's being toxic as a healer. I accept that because I'm not proud about it. And I've learned from that to say, But then you'll ask yourself, Pat Koko, don't you think I deserve to know who's an optic? It's because you might have wrapped in that thing of being toxic yourself. And you go running and tell him to say, Ukoko Batini told me, Oguti, I'm where I am. I'm not developing in life because of you. Things are not happening to me because of you. Ukoko Batini Bata told me, he was right. You are an obstacle into my life and everything. What do you think that husband of yours is going to do to me? Gone. Gone. Way to Avalon Cemetery. Or Etbayen at home. Gone. So, I'm closing this again by saying, wealth and toxic people do not go together. Trust me. You can go argue with your broke friends, Abobati Nembata. It's fine. It's fine. Go and argue with them. Look at how wealthy people handle themselves when they speak, when they listen, when they dress. Just look at that. Look how the behavior, how they eat. I'm sure even when they snore in a different way. They don't snore like Ukokobati, like, no, they have a unique way, I think. Even if when they fart, there's a friend of mine, those who grew up in Orlando, they will know, and I'm going to name him Utogozane. Utogozane, I'm going to send him this video. Utogozane, you know, he grew up. We even now, you know, he had this cologne, like very expensive cologne, at a very young age. I'm talking about, when I'm saying at a very young age, I'm talking about primary. You know, very expensive cologne that he used to have. Very, very clean individual till today. And Ufokazulu, we used to say, hey, Utogozane, even if Esuza, you cannot smell his fat because of the expensive cologne that he wears. That is wealth. That is wealth. And he's one of the people whom I grew up with, and when I look at him and I say, yeah, he was born with this. Whatever he has, it's a calling. Not that he went to anyone for Yotwala and everything. No, he's a hard worker from the very young age. Yes, we were both stoter and whatever. I remember when we blessed his yard at home with a fire extinguisher. The yard was white. I didn't know what to do. Yeah, it was tough. You should have seen us, you know, spend with the slabat so that the family, when they come, they can't see. You're not being a child, you are childish. But I'm saying wealthy people, they are not toxic. Because wealth and toxic people do not go together. So visit these candles, use them. These candles, they've changed so many people's lives. I've helped so many people with these candles, more than people that walked in to my house. And I'm proud to say that. And if you ask me, Koko, what is it that you like to be remembered with? These candles. These candles have helped millions of people. Go and see candles videos that I've done. Read the comments. Then you'll understand, Uguti, I'm not blowing my own horn. I'm not blowing my own horn. I'm blowing yellow and blue candles horn. These candles, they've helped millions of people. I've never seen such a number of people into my life. I'm not that busy. And I don't want to be that busy because I won't be able to concentrate. But these candles, they can reveal a lot to you. I'm leaving these candles with you. If you want to leave your children with something, introduce them to these candles. Get your book of these candles. It's only 100 rands. Get your book of these candles. Talk to your children. Teach them uphahla. Because the world is brutal out there. I'm going to do a video about the world is brutal. What is it? What weapons do you need in this brutal world that we are living in? And if you love your children, really love your children, leave them with these candles. Just these candles. Yes, you can introduce your children to a healer, patha, kapa, in you know how healers work, whatever. You can't do that. However, if you don't know any good about any good healer out there, I'm giving you these candles. You can get them over the shelf, maybe 10 rand each. Use these candles, they will change your life. I'm not saying that it has changed Usbanibani's life and everything. Go and read the comments on the combination of yellow and blue, on the combination of white, yellow, blue, and red candles. Go and listen to those videos and come back and tell me. Numbers do not lie. Even if I was a liar, I was a scammer, and I've bought people to write comments, who can sit and write more than millions of comments? Who will go there and say, okay, Gogo Bathini Mbata said I must watch this video 1 million times and then he'll give me so much? Who can do that? Tozan.